This video is about Poetic Flacco, the secret meeting in Israel that got Michael Jackson killed exposed. Oh, baby.
Jackson owning Marvel.
Hey, I started this video on accident. I apologize, y'all. I started this video. It started getting too good. But let's do the intro again. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Rado Rizzo, the Hokage of the Chaos Village, and this video today is by Poetic Flacco, the secret meeting in Israel that got Michael Jackson killed exposed. Let's go.
Very secret meeting in Tel Aviv between some powerful music industry executives and an entertainment manager that had ties to Michael Jackson and his family. In this meeting, they were concocting a plan to destroy Michael Jackson and force him to give up some very powerful assets that they wanted to own all for themselves.
As I've told
you, know what? I had heard this from, I think, either my mother or someone else. The fact that he owned so many catalogs of other people's music, like the Beatles and Eminem. He had too much power and he was going to buy his way out of a contract. That's the rumor I heard. He was going to buy his way out of contract to where he didn't need a, I guess you say, like a music label or a record label to push him. And I think that's why they concocted something to kill him. But I'm gonna see what the facts truly are.
As I've said on so many occasions, Michael Jackson was a business genius. He was a genius. He wasn't just a musical genius. Michael Jackson mastered all aspects of the music industry. Remember when Eminem dissed him and he bought Eminem's catalog?
Yeah.
Michael Jackson bought Eminem's catalog when he dissed him. Mike was gangster.
Yeah.
And Mike was murdered because when Michael Jackson purchased the Beatles catalog, that automatically made him 50% owner of Sony Records.
Yep, I seen this part.
Sony Records never forgave Michael Jackson for buying the Beatles catalog.
Facts, bro.
They wanted the Beatles catalog back. So what did they do? They sabotaged Michael Jackson's last album, Invincible, which automatically put Michael Jackson into debt. They wanted Michael Jackson to satisfy his debt by giving up the Beatles catalog. And Michael said, no, I'm going to go on tour. Everybody wants to see me again. I'm going to go on tour, make this money, pay all off. And Michael Jackson made a mistake. He came back to LA to practice at the Staples Center, where another assassinated black celebrity, Kobe Bryant, used to play.
Jesus Christ. Don't you ever mention the GOAT, Black Mama. Ever mention his name again, Dr. Umar. Don't do it. That was my hero growing up. His mentality is the same mentality I try to keep for anything I do. When I used to wrestle, what I do now for his content, what I do for streaming, that mentality can take you anywhere in this world. Shouts out Kobe, man.
And that black doctor was made the fall guy. He only went to jail for a couple years. He's out now, I believe, and he's going to live happily ever after for keeping his mouth shut about how the music industry murdered Michael Jackson. And also keep in mind, Art, Michael Jackson was brought up on pedophilia charges as soon as he entered a bid to buy Marvel Comics. Michael Jackson was going to be the owner of Marvel Comics.
Michael Jackson's going to be Thanos? Wait, hold up.
Imagine if Michael Jackson would have produced a Black Panther movie.
That's crazy. Wait.
Imagine if Michael Jackson would have produced the Black Panther movie. The white power structure of America didn't want Michael Jackson owning Marvel Comics, so they set it up for him to be accused of sexual molestation. And remember, one of the white boys who he was accused of touching went on one of them talk shows, what was about 3 years ago? And what did he say? Michael Jackson never touched us.
A lot of people don't understand how deep
goodness.
these Michael Jackson accusations go.
Jesus
Christ.
Like
when they first came out with these accusations, they didn't have enough support to throw Michael Jackson under the bus. They didn't have enough support to turn people against Michael Jackson and to go after Michael publicly. They were able to get the world to turn on Michael Jackson in hopes of getting Michael Jackson to finally sell and relinquish his assets with the help of Jack Gordon. Now, Jack Gordon was an ex-felon turned entertainment manager who had ties to the Israeli mafia. He had ties to organized crime. Now, he was LaToya Jackson's, Michael Jackson's sister's manager for some time before ultimately marrying her.
It's always a certain community in this world, and y'all know who it is. You can put two together. Y'all know simple math. It's a certain community that runs everything, and it's absolutely disgusting. I'm not even gonna lie. They got everything monopolized. And it's sickening.
Family stood in solidarity for Michael's innocent, including LaToya. They were adamant that Michael was innocent. People were trying to frame him. And for the most part, the public believed that Michael Jackson was innocent. That's until they got LaToya to flip. Jack Gordon got LaToya to flip. You see, Jack Gordon took LaToya to Israel, to Tel Aviv for a business meeting. Before she went to Israel, LaToya Jackson was doing public interviews saying her brother was innocent.
Oh
They
my
went
goodness.
to Israel for a business meeting. On that trip, an impromptu press conference was scheduled. LaToya Jackson, for the first time during that press conference, said that Michael Jackson was guilty. She's seen Michael Jackson do harm to kids. She knows Michael Jackson has a problem.
Jesus
and Michael
Christ.
Jackson is 100% guilty of everything he's been
When
accused.
your own family will sell you out, that is absolutely sickening. I don't know what kind of power these people got, but that power needs to be checked. That's power of the gods when you can make people flip on their own family. Like, that power should not be harnessed by man or religion or country at all.
Up.
I must tell you that this is very difficult for me.
She look like Michael Jackson. Hold
Michael
up.
is my brother.
Is that Michael Jackson? In a wig? Wait.
I
She
love
got the
you
lace
very
front.
well, but I cannot and I will not be a silent collaborator of his crimes against small innocent children. And if I remain silent, then that means that I feel the guilt and the humiliation that these children are feeling, and I think it's very wrong. I have seen checks payable to the parents of these children. And I don't know if these children were apparently bought
Jesus
to the parents
Christ,
by Michael or
bro.
not. But I have seen these checks. And I've seen these checks through my mother. She's shown me these checks that Michael had written to these children, and it's for a great amount. And I'm not speaking pennies. The sum.
So he can't give kids money? That's not like a bribery. He's so rich, he just gives away money. Some people give away money, bro.
Are a very, very large amount. And this is my first time talking about it, and I never want to speak about it. I never want to say anything about it. But I think it's sad because I am a victim myself, and I know what it feels like. And these kids are going to be scarred for the rest of their life, and I don't want to see any more innocent small children being affected this way. I love Michael very dearly, but I feel even more sorry for these children because they don't have a life anymore. They don't. And you think for 1 second, and you tell me, what 35-year-old man...
She just said they don't have a life anymore. You do know Oprah Winfrey was taken advantage of as a child, and she became one of the richest people you'll ever know. How does that doesn't mean their life is ruined. They're scarred, yes, for sure, but they're trying to upsell something, bro. You can still become successful in life. Yeah, it is the most horrendous thing a person could do is take advantage of a child, but you act like they dead. They not dead. They still can go and become successful people in life. Yes, their innocence was taken away from them, but bro, that don't mean they can't be nothing. You have no hope. Like, why do you...
man is going to take a little boy and stay with him for 30 days, and take another boy and stay with him for 5 days in a room and never leave the room. How many would take little kids and do that are 9 to 11 years old?
I don't know nothing
Before
about
that
that, Nick.
trip, she was 100% adamant her brother was innocent, lockstep with her family. During that trip, her story changed, and all of a sudden her brother did everything they were accusing him of. So what exactly changed? Because that press conference wasn't scheduled before she got there. It got scheduled during that trip. It was impromptu. So apparently Sony ATV and some powerful industry execs met with Jack Gordon. And they told Jack Gordon what needed to be done, right? They paid him to get LaToya Jackson to flip on Michael Jackson. Jack Gordon took the payment. Now we found out afterwards now, but Jack Gordon told LaToya she had no choice, right? She either is gonna get beaten or murdered, or else she's gonna come and do this press conference and say what she has to say about Michael Jackson, in which she did.
That's insane, bro. Throw Jack Gordon in jail for the rest of his life and everybody who paid him. Shut the business down. They're cooked. There's no way people can get away with this.
Right? Yo, Jack Gordon.
I ain't leaving the country. It is what it is. I ain't leaving the country with nobody. You dead on that fool. And if you take advantage to be like this, like how he did, oh, I'm coming back. Oh, when I come back, it's gonna be fire and brimstone. Please believe that. Please believe when I come back, they're gonna write movies. They're gonna do movies about it. They're gonna write books about what I do to you. I promise you. People tormented in hell for millennia is gonna be jealous of the pain that you had to suffer through. That's how bad it's gonna be.
A guy to be played with. Jack Gordon was a career criminal. And Jack Gordon was not just engaging in petty crime. No, in 1979, Jack Gordon tried to bribe the commission of like the Nevada games, right, to allow him to add like 2 new games to the casino. So he would try to bribe the dude for like $12,000. The dude said, okay, cool. Come, let's do a meeting, bring the $12,000. So they recorded everything. The minute Jack Gordon pulled out the $12,000, the FBI stepped in and Jack Gordon got arrested. He did like 6 months in prison. 2 years later, in 1981, the Nevada commissioner, his wife had a bomb placed on her car and her car blew up.
Jesus
while the car was
Christ.
parked. It's rumored that Jack Gordon did that. This dude was nobody to play with. He had ties to organized crime. So now eventually LaToya Jackson was able
Look,
to
I'm going to tell you something about organized crime. Oh, you're dangerous, but everybody can be touched. I promise you. Everybody can be touched. That's the thing. If the president can be shot upon and nip their ear, whether it's fixed or not, anybody can be touched, bro. God's very own son was executed. Anybody can be touched. Don't get it twisted like everybody probably scared of you because, I don't care about that group you running with. I don't care about that. Ain't nobody can, when a headshot come through, ain't nothing gonna save you.
get away and tell the truth. And she said that Jack Gordon is who put her up to lie on Michael Jackson. And for some reason, she don't know why. She can't put her hands on it. Why Jack Gordon hated Michael Jackson so much. It's because Jack Gordon was in bed with industry execs.
Such an abusive relationship. The things that went on that the world had no clue that was going on. And he promised me if I tried to escape or get away or didn't do what he wanted or asked me to do, that he would kill me. And he was very adamant about it. I knew that that's exactly what he would do. So I figured if I can escape this and get away, then other people can do it too, because you're in a situation where you feel that you cannot get away from that. And I don't know what it is, but I think they get to your self-esteem.
You accuse Michael of being a...
Yes.
But I cannot and I will not be a silent collaborator of his crimes.
Gordon gave me this piece of paper and he says, read this. He goes, you better say this, you say this.
Jack Gordon forced you to say that your brother was a...
Jesus Christ.
Did you think he was?
No, I did not. The courts have proven that too as well.
Why did Jack Gordon want you to say that your brother was a...
He had this hatred towards my brother that I can never explain to you why it was.
Just to make things very clear, you recanted your accusation.
That's crazy.
Are you sure today that your brother...
Why do y'all talk
never
so
had
soft?
any undue relationship with a child?
Barbara, Michael is not. He is not.
He is not a...
No, he's not.
I chuckle when these internet creators and influencers come online and say the Matrix is after me. Oh, the powers that be is after me. Oh,
Yeah, you ain't that guy. They go after certain people for certain things once they gain so much influence. You're a nobody, bro. You just make videos on YouTube. The Matrix is not after you. They got bigger problems. So, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
silence me. They don't know what silencing and coming after you mean. They don't know what it means when a Matrix is after you. There's usually 3 things that happen, okay? They tell lies on you. They defame you. And if that don't work, they try to imprison you. And if that don't work, they kill you. That meeting
GG's
was the first structural meeting to where, okay, bruh, Michael Jackson is a problem, right? He's gaining a lot of assets. He owns a lot. One man can't be this powerful. He needs to go.
Yeah.
And that was the first structural meeting to where they had a plan in place. Man, have his sister come out, man. She just told you, this man pulled out a sheet for me to read. It was an impromptu conference I didn't even know was taking place. He told me, if I don't do that, I'm a goner.
That's insane.
I'm out of here. What would make a man want to murder his wife, man? Because the people he was in bed with weren't playing, bruh. Yo, they needed this done. And they needed it done so severely, this man was willing to off his own wife if she don't say those things about Michael Jackson.
That's ridiculous, honestly.
Now, LaToya is it's the closest person we know even to that meeting. And whenever she's asked about Michael Jackson's death, you know what she says? She believed Michael Jackson was murdered. She don't believe this was accidental. No, she believes.
And
he was
everybody
murdered.
says that. Everybody
I knew
says
Michael
that.
was surrounded by people that positioned themselves in his life, positioned themselves to control and take advantage of him. And that's what bothered me more than anything else, because I knew something terrible would happen at the end, not to mention the fact that Michael constantly told me, Latoya, if I die, they're going to murder me, they're going to kill me.
GG's, bro. Hey, GG's, fool. Cuz already knew. And I think, because Tupac used to say the same thing. I think they kind of know that, okay, there's people that aren't really my allies that have to be close. So it's almost like, they know they're getting set up before it even all comes down. And the result's always the same, bro. The result's always the same. And I think he already knew, like he told her. There's been other artists that have done it. I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but there's been other artists that say the same thing, and she's right. They make certain, oh, this is now your new lawyer. This is now your new agent. This is now your new blah, 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 blah. And you have to have them no matter what. And that's how they know. They weasel their way into certain positions close to you.
But tell me that, Barbara. When I found out he had actually passed, I said, no, it wasn't an accident. He was murdered.
Your brother was murdered.
I always believed that from day one, when I found out that he was no longer with us. I said, I'm not going to accept anything else, Barbara. They could have told me a heart attack. They could have told me he had fallen off a ladder, and I would have said, no, it's not a heart attack. He was murdered. Did he fall off a ladder? No, he was murdered.
Who murdered your brother?
I don't know exactly who. I think there are more players involved than we know. This is just my opinion. This is what I feel. I know what Michael was afraid of. I know that when you're in a position...
What was he afraid of?
He was afraid of his life. He would say, I'm afraid of my life. I'm afraid they're going to assassinate me. I'm afraid they're going to kill me. He would always say that, Barbara.
And the crazy part about this, they succeeded. They won. Because after Michael Jackson died, they bought Michael Jackson's half.
That's insane.
Sony ATV for $750 million.
Bro,
now
look,
it's just Sony.
Michael Jackson had different type of money. I seen a video of him going into like some kind of boutique or whatever. Bro was buying, oh, that's $250,000. Oh, that's fine. I'll take 7 of them. Like, what? How much money do you have? Oh, this is $15 trillion. Oh, I'll take 7. Like, what? Bruh. Bro invented Aura, bro.
Music publishing. So if they wrote that man a $750 million check while he was in debt, while they had no leverage, while they had to settle for whatever they could get,
$700 million?
what do you think that was worth when Michael Jackson was alive? If they wrote that man a petty $700
million is a lot now. That's $500 million. So back then, oh, cuz, that's not $1 billion, cuz. If not more, the value of the dollar done plummet. $20 bill is like a $2 bill now. Oh, cuz, bro was rich.
$150 million check.
And here's the thing, Michael Jackson was rich without social media. He was famous without social media. People are born and instantly know the name Michael Jackson. That's how famous he was. That's insane, bro. That's insane.
While he was in debt, while he had no leverage,
Bro was a kid
while
prodigy
he had to take the
since
money,
the
while
Jackson
his estate
died.
had to take the money because they needed to figure something out. Imagine what it was worth when he was alive. Imagine what Michael Jackson was sitting on. Because Michael Jackson could have sold this for $1 billion when he was alive, but Michael said no. Imagine what something is worth when you're turning down $1 billion for. Imagine what it's worth when you say, yo, I could get $1 billion tomorrow. Michael was in debt while he was alive as well, right? Michael was in debt. He could have squashed that debt like this if he would have sold for $1 billion. He said, no, I'll just go on tour. Right? I'll just go on tour and make money and pay off my debt. I'm not about to, no, hell, I'm not selling this, even for $1 billion. That's crazy, man. Now, somebody was arrested for the death of Michael Jackson. The doctor, obviously, for administering and giving Michael Jackson certain things. But even Latoya believes that, Dr. Donald Murray, that he might have been in on the plot the entire time as well, because he was moving hella suspicious when Michael Jackson died.
Administered by this man.
Jesus
Did
Christ.
Dr. Conrad Murray murder your brother?
Barbara, something went wrong.
It has been reported that Michael's eldest son, Prince, was summoned by Dr. Murray to help resuscitate Michael, Prince's own father. That must have been a terrible experience for him. Is it true?
Yes, he did call Prince. He watched him do this, Barbara, and you don't do that to a child. You don't do that to a child, especially when you knew, prior to asking that child to come up, that Michael was no longer alive.
You feel that Michael was dead long before he went to the hospital?
Yes. Oh, yes.
LaToya, you signed the death certificate.
Yes, I did. The doctor wouldn't sign it.
Dr. Conrad Murray would not
That's
sign
insane.
the
He wouldn't
death
sign it.
certificate?
No.
Did you find that strange?
Everyone did.
From the very beginning, LaToya has said that Michael Jackson was murdered.
It was murder. I think someone did it. That's my opinion.
But it wasn't until 2 weeks ago that the Los Angeles County coroner backed up her claim, ruling the death a homicide, although not necessarily
And bro, and
premeditated
the
murder.
doctor got a couple years, bro. Bro got a pat on the back.
Do you blame Dr. Murray?
Barbara, I blame any and everybody who was instrumental in Michael's life, providing him with drugs, because it was wrong.
Your brother was a wonderful and sweet person, you say.
I want you to take a look at this.
Jesus Christ, bro. What y'all think, man? Y'all think they assassinated one of the GOATs, if not the GOAT of pop, man, Michael Jackson? Y'all let me know in the comment, man. Shout out Michael Jackson, bro. Shout out Michael Jackson. The industry is corrupt, bro. The industry is corrupt. But till next time, it's been your boy Ronald Rizzo, and I will see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.